As St. Lucians gear up for the culmination of festivity during Carnival, it is easy to overlook simple and basic practices that ensure health and safety for the public. In light of the upcoming celebration, Dr. Dorh, medical practitioner and managing director for Bon Sante, details exactly what individuals can do to increase their chances of remaining in good physical condition during and far beyond the Carnival. Simple practices such as eating a substantial meal before a road march and remaining hydrated are often not followed by the public.
Make sure you have a proper meal before you leave home. A lot of people don't eat, they don't eat sufficiently, and you go jump on the road and you spend the whole day, and then lots of other things happen. You involve in probably drinking alcohol later, and that doesn't help. So it's better to make sure you have a proper meal before you leave. Also, it's difficult to probably get food on the road, so make sure you eat properly. Now, as for the skin, I do see that we have a lot of foreigners who are coming here, and it's not just for the foreigners, it's also for our St. Lucians. You do need to protect your skin. Skin cancer is a real thing, and you could also get some seriously bad sunburns. So use the sunscreen, protect your skin, and you will have to keep reapplying it throughout the day. So make sure that you protect your skin by using the sunscreen, not just for the adults, also for the children.
Dr. Dorh reminds adults that everyone does in fact have a limit pertaining to alcohol consumption, especially when the practice of mixing drinks is so widespread.
We are likely going to engage in drinking alcohol, and I do need to remind you that we all have limits. So you need to know your limit. Don't try to surpass your friends or your buddies by drinking more than them. If you know your limit is 2, stick to your limit. If you know your limit is 3, stick to your limit. But as a general rule, men should not have more than 4 standard drinks for the day, and women should not have more than 3 standard drinks. And I would use that as a rule if you don't know your limit. Now, as I'm speaking about limits, I need to caution people about over drinking. If you drink too much, you know what could happen. So try your best to avoid that from happening. Sometimes it's really embarrassing, so try to do your best to prevent yourself from getting in that situation. There's also a problem with mixing drinks. It's harder for you to calculate how many drinks you've had when you're mixing them. Also, understand that when you mix drinks, some drinks have more alcohol content than others, so you might end up getting the effects of alcohol intoxication a lot faster.
There is no reality where drinking and driving is acceptable and tolerated, and Dr. Dorh urges individuals to take precaution to mitigate this life-threatening issue.
You need to also remember that if you're also driving, that's not a good combination. So it's good to have a designated driver. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive and drink. And as my last point, I need to point out that we've had a situation where people have had diarrhea. I don't know if you remember the famous cacaglo. That's a real problem. So it is important that you eat properly and that you stay well hydrated all throughout the entire day whilst you're on the road, so that you could not end up in a situation where you pass stool on the road.
Furthermore, Dr. Dorh urges the public to thoroughly enjoy themselves during this festive period, as remaining safe and healthy is no reason not to have fun. For Choice News Now, this is Obi Offer reporting.